Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make a pattern out of one of your existing shirts. I have a couple of shirts that I really like, and I've been wanting to add more of the same shirt to my wardrobe, so I created my own pattern by tracing the shirt that I like. The supplies you are going to need is a shirt that you like and that fits well. A shirt that is a knit fabric is great for getting started because knit fabric is forgiving. You also need fabric for your new shirt that is the same type of fabric as the original shirt. A large roll of paper, matching thread for sewing your shirt, fabric weights or other item to hold down your paper, paper scissors, fabric scissors, a pen, and a ruler. I have my paper laid out on my surface, and I'm going to fold my shirt in half, and I'm going to pin it together along the side seams and the shoulder seams. This will keep the shirt laying nicely flat and will prevent it from shifting or moving. Make sure the fabric is laying flat and it's not wrinkled in any areas. I am starting with the front of my shirt. My shirt has two sections, a top and a bottom, and I'm going to start with the bottom section of my shirt. I'm going to make a mark at the bottom where the hem is, and then where my seam is, where the two meet. I'm going to make little dashed lines all along the folded edge. I'm then going to make dashed lines along the side seam, making sure to mark where the seam is so I know where to stop. And I'm going to do the same at the bottom of the shirt where the hem is. The last place I need to mark is the section here between the two sections, which is a little tricky. I'm going to place a finger right where the seam is and then flip my shirt up and mark underneath where my finger is touching the paper. I'm going to do this all across the seam so that I can mark that curve on my paper. Once everything is traced, I'm going to remove the shirt. I'm going to use a ruler for any straight edges. So right along the fold is going to be a straight edge. And I'm just connecting all those dashed lines that I made all around the shirt. Next, I'm going to label where the fold is, and I'm going to label this part of the shirt so I know what part this is for, which is the front bottom piece. Next, I need to add some seam allowance to my seams. I'm going to add 1/4 of an inch to the seam at the top and my side seam. I want to alter the bottom part of this shirt. I want to get rid of this pointy piece of the hem. So I'm going to draw a straight line and that will be my new hem. So I'm going to get rid of this bottom part here. And then I'm going to finish marking the seam allowances on the side seam. And then on the hem, I want to add 1 inch to the length so that I can have enough to fold it under and sew the hem. Next, I'm going to connect all those dashed lines again, which is going to now mark where I'm going to cut out my paper pattern. And then I'm going to label what my seam allowances are and what my hem is going to be that I need to fold under, and then I can cut everything out. Next, I'm going to work on the top portion of the front of my shirt and making sure that everything is laying nice and flat. And then I'm going to follow the same process and mark dashed lines all around the perimeter of the top portion of my shirt. For the neck line, you'll see here that I accidentally traced the back of the neckline. So make sure to pay attention and trace the front of the neckline when you're tracing the front of the shirt. Once you're done tracing, remove the shirt and connect all the dots. Make sure to label the pattern piece. I then laid my shirt back down so that I could trace that curve where the two pieces meet, but my camera stopped recording. You can see here I made the dashed lines and then I'm now connecting those. And then again, I'm going to add a 1/4 inch seam allowance to my seam here at the curve and at the shoulder seams and at the armpit. For the hem on the sleeve, I'm going to add 1/2 inch, and that's how much I'm going to fold under when I create the hem. Cut out the pattern and then repeat the same steps for the back of the shirt. Because I altered the bottom of my shirt, I'm going to use the pattern I created for the front of the shirt to mark where the bottom of my hem needs to be for the back. Now that you have created your pattern pieces, you can now cut out your fabric and sew your shirt together. If your paper is super curly like mine was, you can iron it on a low setting to flatten it out. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to make your own pattern from a shirt.
Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on our latest sewing content. Thanks for watching.